Hi, this is Still the Painkillers, and I'm here to tell you about the top 10 spells in video games. There are some amazing spells out there in video world, so I did some thinking. And for whatever reason, such as how you get it, how useful it is, or straight up how cool it is, let me tell you about the best spells in video games.
Number 10.
The Fireball from Oblivion. Okay, so you're venturing through the tutorial of Oblivion. You get taught how to fight and you're kicking some rats' asses. But then a goblin jumps out at you from nowhere and you accidentally hit the spacebar in shock. Boom! Fiery vengeance bursts from your fingertips. The fireball you get at the start of Oblivion is the definition of badass. Back then it was amazing and I would throw it out just randomly while running through the fields of Cyrodiil. And sometimes I'd manage to hit a far off mud crab. Good times.
Number 9.
The Suplex from Final Fantasy VI. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There are so many amazing spells in Final Fantasy that I could have included, like some of Rydia's summons from Final Fantasy IV or any of the limit breaks from Final Fantasy VII. But this spell blows them all out of the water. While running away from a ghost train, Sabin runs straight into Suplex City. And decides to suplex a motherfucking ghost train. Take that in for a moment.
Number 8.
Pikachus Thunderbolt in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Pikachu is a cool Pokemon, but what makes him a cool Pokemon? His red cheeks? No. His cute design? Nope. The way he says his name? Yeah, kinda. But the real coolest thing about Pikachu is his signature move, Thunderbolt. It does so much damage, and that noise is like popping bubble wrap for my ears. Thunderbolt is a spell, right? Did we get that confirmed?
Number 7.
Diablo 2, Tome of Town Portal. When I was a kid, I was never any good at Diablo 2, which is why I always had a few scrolls of Town Portal on me. I was a necromancer who decided to only put points into magicka and never into health, because 10-year-old me thought that it would mean I could summon more skeletons, and skeletons are badass. Unfortunately, this means I would die in as little as 2 to 3 hits, which means I always had to have a few scrolls of Town Portal on hand, because if I got hit once and I didn't have a health potion, I'd portal back quicker than the people leaving the theater after watching Pixels.
Number 6.
Bees! 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 Bees!
Number 5.
Magicka, Crash to Desktop. The best thing about Crash to Desktop is that I'm not entirely sure how to use it. It just seems to swallow a random mob on screen, including yourself. The second best thing about it is that other players in your game can't usually tell who cast it, so you can kill them and blame it on someone else. Some of the funniest moments from my Magicka playthrough is when we're progressing through the game and then one of us is consumed. What ensues is usually progressively louder conversation about who fucking cast that goddamn spell. I thought we said nobody should do it again. The third best thing about Crash to Desktop is how you can't avoid getting it, and you have to get it after the first chapter. Unfortunately, it wasn't in Magicka 2. I wonder why.
Number 4.
Lisa the Painful RPG. The Hottest Dance. Terry Hintz is the underdog we all love to cheer on, and much like Magikarp, he starts out as a weak boy, but come the end of the game, he turns into one of the best characters in the whole game. And at level 25, he learns the hottest dance, which is an amazing endgame move that decimates everything in its path. We love you, Ted Bear. Mother 3, PK Love. Mother 3 is one of the greatest video games to ever be released. Only in Japan.
Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3! How about this instead?
At the start of the game, you're asked what your favorite thing is. By default, it's love. Oh. And this is used by Lucas as one of his strongest psi abilities throughout Mother 3. This spell has gotten me out of a fair few sticky situations. It's just a pretty tubular spell overall.
Number 2.
Psychonauts, Pyrokinesis, and Levitation. Psychonauts is full of amazing powers. I couldn't just choose one. Both of these powers make for some of the most action-y, platformy gameplay I've ever platformy gameplayed. Besides, who doesn't want to set things on fire with your mind?
Fire is pretty.
And Miller's stage is so fun!
Number 1.
World of Warcraft, Cannibalize. Cannibalize is a spell only available to undead players, and fittingly has the users devour any dead bodies around, recovering health to the user, which makes it the most metal spell in the game. Cannibalize also has the little known effect of making Alliance PvP targets 146% angrier, due to it being the ultimate form of disrespect. It even works on friendly corpses, so if your pal falls in combat, his still warm flesh may give you the boost you need to avenge him. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, tell me I'm wrong in the comments. You know, you do you. Not your mom.